everybody, it's your host here, Dave Baker from planetoftheagents.com. Now, I wanted to make this brief pre-holiday video just to talk to you about a few things because I've been talking to a lot of agents as usual this week, and I wanted to just take a moment to talk about some of the things that I'm thinking about before this long holiday weekend. Now, of course, if this is your first time on the channel or listening to the show, wherever you are listening, make sure you tap that little subscribe button, click the little bell, click the plus sign if you're listening on a podcast. Just make sure you're subscribed so you'll be notified every time I put out a new video all about the property and casualty insurance agency business. And for you life and health insurance agents out there, I'd love to have you listening too, because we have some great ideas that could be used in your business as well. So, okay. What are we going to talk about? Today, I want to talk to you about something called positivity. Now, I've been talking to a bunch of agents this week, and of course, I also had the pleasure of having some carrier meetings, which I know you all love. And in all of these situations, I did not hear a lot of positivity. I've heard different things coming up, like, I don't have anyone to help me. I feel like I have too much work. I understand a lot of people are going through this right now. I also heard some new questions that had not been brought up recently, such as, hey, do you think there's going to be a recession? Will that affect our business? Logically, the answer is probably, maybe, who knows? It depends on what type of business you do. So what can you do this holiday weekend to kind of, think about your future and also take a moment to relax? Well, that's the first thing, okay? There's a good chance most of you are closed on Monday and probably early today, although some of us will be working all day, but that's okay. Today, of course, being the Friday before the holiday weekend. Now, I think it's important to take a moment when you have these holidays where people are not expecting an instant response from you, hopefully, and to relax a little. It's okay. I know that you all have a million tasks to do, but it's okay to take a moment to relax. And it helps you refocus. Spend some time away thinking, so you're not thinking constantly about your agency. But I know those of you are also out there who want to work or work on your business when you're not working in your business. And this weekend could be a great time. So what are some things I'm thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about marketing. Specifically, I'm thinking about marketing some recession-proof, in theory, recession-proof commercial businesses that we could try to quote. Now, nothing is perfect, but this is just a concept overall. There's an idea that there are some businesses that will actually do well in a bad economy, if there is a bad economy. I don't want to go off too much on what's going on in the economy and the world because those are things that a lot of people analyze differently. But here we want to focus on your agency, right? Now, if you're in the personal lines business, primarily, you're probably going to see people, looking for lower rates, reshopping their insurance. But hasn't this been going on for a very, very long time? This is why I've actually just created 2 new episodes I'm going to put out very soon about, 1, marketing. It's a crazy idea. I know some of you have never tried it before, but it's amazing what you can do. And number 2, making the preemptive strike when potential rate increases are coming, or when people are just reshopping their insurance. So what can you do this weekend? Well, if you are working on your marketing, then make sure that you're focused on things that are relevant right now. For example, like we just said, people might be concerned about their rates. Let them know what services you can offer them. If you are able to help them, find new rates, that's something you could do. If you're on the commercial side, well, you could be looking right now for businesses that might thrive in a poor economy or in a recession or in a depression, whatever may come. We don't know what's coming. So it gives you an opportunity to take this weekend to prepare for what may be coming in the future by having some marketing ready, perhaps some email marketing or whatever method you're using to attract specific industries. Now, at the same time, I like to look at my overall marketing plan. I think to myself, well, what businesses are going to struggle? Do I want to spend time marketing to those businesses? Well, while I would love to help everybody, we're only human and you can only help so many people, right? So you might want to prioritize where you're placing your marketing and business efforts, right? That's important. Another thing I like to do is I like to look for a smooth process. I like to try to find things that I can market, keep using this word market, whether it's advertise, market. I like to find things that I can quote smoothly and easily when available. Now, if you work in a lot of surplus lines, that's not as easy because it's not an instant online quote, or it's not just a quick submission most of the time, although it can be if you're using the right surplus lines people. But the thing is, that might be where the market's heading. I think that we're going to see more surplus lines, more, a harder market where you're going to have more people having to leave the online carriers, or, even as an agent, you might not be able to use some of the online systems that you're using because those quotes will be declined due to shifts in the market. Now, the market and marketing, of course, are not the same thing. Okay, so this weekend, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be, again, looking for businesses that I can target, or in my case, agents, to help agents target these businesses to find the ones that will be thriving and probably popping up and booming in the next couple of months, or potentially next couple of years. I don't know. We don't know. I'm also evaluating what I'm currently quoting to see if it's something I want to continue to advertise and promote, if available, for the future. Are these things a good use of my time? That's really what I'm trying to say. Are these things that we have a high binding ratio with? That's another thing I like to look at. I like to look at my book of business, what I'm selling, and ask myself, do these bind a lot? Because I can think of several examples where we get tons of quote requests, but we do not really, we don't bind them. I think sometimes people are just shopping it. Sometimes it's so hard to place, people don't want to move their account, or they don't want to have to go to the work to get a quote. I know those of you out there who work in industries like long haul trucking, you might feel this all the time. You get a lot of quotes, but not a lot of binds. I see this with a lot of unique, hard to place businesses, unless you're a niche agency or brokerage where you are highly focused on this and you're the go-to agency. And that's something I want to bring up one more time. Don't you want to be the go-to agency for something? There are so many industries and so many opportunities. There are even things in personal lines that you can really, really market, and you can make yourself the go-to agency, whether it's personal lines, commercial lines, or even surety. There are a lot of opportunities out there. So why not take this weekend to do a few things? Enjoy yourself, relax a little, and be happy. And then think about the future. Prepare so that you won't be caught off guard or surprised as things continue to change. So I just wanted to make this shorter episode because, first of all, I want to say to everybody, happy 4th of July. I hope that you all have a wonderful weekend. I hope that you have fun with your families, your friends, your teammates and staff, whatever you're doing. I hope that you have a great time. So I just wanted to say that to everybody. I thought it was really important right now because I'm feeling some negativity, and there's a lot of positivity in our industry. I'm going to tell you something that people used to tell me back before 2008. They would say, hey, Dave, you've got to get in this business with me. We're making so much money. We're buying boats. We're buying new cars. I mean, we're just going to clubs and rolling in it. Do you know what industry that was? I'll give you about 2 seconds to take a guess. If you guessed the mortgage industry, you are correct. And I said, well, I know insurance doesn't pay as much per transaction. I mean, you can build up a book of business, but I feel like I have stability. And they said, oh, we have stability. People are always buying houses. Things changed in 2008. And my friends who were working in mortgages and who were just random people I knew who would talk to me about it, including everybody from people in offices to waiters and waitresses to everyone in between, I don't think a lot of them stayed in that business. But insurance, it persisted. It's been around for many, many, many years, hundreds of years. So I actually saw a cool sign in Las Vegas. I don't know why this was at a restaurant. It was a Hartford steam boiler sign on a metal placard on the wall, and I think it was from the early 1900s or the late 1800s. When I saw that, I don't remember the exact date, but when I saw that, I thought, wow, there's an industry that really persists. Insurance. And that wasn't that long ago that I saw that sign. It was just a quick reminder. So let's look at a few positive things before we leave for our 4th of July weekends. First of all, insurance, generally speaking, offers stability in the concept or in the idea that you can continually have products to help people with and products to sell. Not everyone needs to go out and buy a new Ferrari or a big flat screen TV, but a lot of people need insurance to own a home, to own a vehicle, to own a boat, to run their business, to rent a space, to own a commercial building. Think about it. To lease property, to have vacant land, to have vacant buildings, to rent equipment as a contractor or in other industries. look at all of those opportunities. And that's where the positivity to me lies. Additionally, once you hone in on what you want to do and the right type of client for you, I think it can really improve your feeling every day. And if I was to start everything from scratch, I would be very niche focused in my business model. That's just what would make me happy. Now, that might not be perfect for you, but it's something to think about this weekend. All right, everybody. Now, don't forget, of course, I would love it if you went to planetoftheagents.com and subscribed to the newsletter, because that's where I'm putting out some cool info. I'm going to talk about the upcoming webinar, which is going to be all about sales in commercial. It's not going to be a webinar on, very generic concepts. It's going to be sales strategies, understanding certain commercial products, how to market them. And there are going to be a lot of different things I'm going to touch on. I think it's going to be really useful for a lot of people, especially those of you who have started in small commercial, who are getting into commercial, who have quoted a few BOPs, business owners policies, and you just need some more information to really take yourself to the next level. I want to share many of the things that I have used myself, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, please drop a comment below. I want to hear what you want to hear about. I want to hear what your plans are for the weekend. I want to hear your thoughts, positivity. If you have to share some negativity, it's okay, because we're a community. Planet of the Agents is a community. It's a whole planet of insurance agents, right? And I want to make this a community where we're here for each other, to share ideas, support each other, help each other grow, because there's more than enough business to go around in the world. And pretty excited about that. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until the next video, everyone, I would like to say, have a wonderful weekend. Take care.